過ぎた季節が嘘だとしても重ねたぬくもりは嘘じゃない君が残した背中の傷跡は今もずっと甘くてだからずっと痛くて
Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leon Mookie here, and I'm back with you with another chapter of the Blazing Gamer of DxD. And honestly, thank you guys. Thanks for all your support. Originally, I wasn't really, so sure about about my gamer story. Honestly, I thought that it wasn't going to get a lot of traction, but you guys really supported the hell out of me out of the first one, the second, and third chapters. So I decided to keep this going, and I've already gotten ready for finish up the Riser arc and do something a little different. I even got the rest of the guild ready to go. So yeah. Also, in the last chapter, I basically went over my first day at Kuo Academy, and also how Rias is already wary of me, given that Konako has met Diluc, or rather seen Diluc when he was getting groceries. And not only that, I also plan on recruiting Moriyama, Katase, and Eika to the guild, so I can gain my balance breaker from Bahamut. And with that, I even naming my guild being the Order of Flames. So, with that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Chapter 4, New Recruits. As Leon, Ragna, and Diluc are at a battle zone, and not just any battle zone, they're doing that of a castle siege mission, level requirement being level 60. In this mission, Leon, Diluc, and Ragna, Leon's forces have to siege an old Middle Eastern castle fortress and take out the enemy general. With this, however, the mission is a little bit different, given that the soldiers are a lot more stronger and a lot more tougher than all the other enemies that he's fought before. With that, Leon prepares a strategy as he has Diluc and Ragna sneak into the castle with a small forces of his summons, and Leon creating basically an army of his summons to act as the main force in diversion for the enemy. As for Leon, he's grown a lot more stronger in just 1 month in his time at Kuo Academy, as he stands on a hill with his sacred gear, the Magnus Seal, into the ground in front of him, as he looks at his enemy forces and his ally forces being his summons. Leon Katase, here, class summoner, level 58. Summoner class, level 10. As he's grown a lot more stronger in just the past couple of weeks during his time at Kuo, as he will not stop until he reaches a higher level, at least until he reaches a greater level to surpass not just Rias, but all his foes that will come after him no matter what. And I never actually went over his summons. He has 2 brands of summons. First up being Guardian Spirits. He's able to summon creatures such as, foxes, squirrels, bats, birds, and even deer and wolves as spirits to do scouting missions. They can even turn invisible and sneak into places with highly dense mana. With that, they act but they can't attack. They can act as diversions or act as scouts to gain information where they can communicate with Leon, but only him. As for his second summons, they being Guardian Soldiers. They're basically spirit-drive soldiers based off the classes of many RPGs and Dungeon and Dragon classes, such as, well, Warrior, Thief, Mage, Druid, Cleric, and also Archer. He has access to at least 5 classes, being the Warrior, Thief, Archer, Mage, and Cleric classes right now. And he's using his Warriors and Thieves to act as the main diversion alongside his Archer classes as well. However, he has at least 3 Thief summons with both Diluc and Ragna as they are sneaking into the castle right now, with Leon seeing the battlefield ahead as he looks at his MP bar, realizing that they need to end this battle soon so he can recover his magic. With Ragna and Diluc, they're continually sneaking into both sides, to both the right and left side of the castle. On Diluc's end, they stealthily make sure not to run into any soldiers. On Ragna's end, they do the same thing. However, Ragna tells his thief soldiers to kill enemies to make sure that if they find anything suspicious, that they don't tell anyone about this. As for within, they see the main forces in the courtyard, where they see a tall structure, and then they see the main boss of this battle zone, as it being a knight in bloom armor, as he isn't wielding that of a sword and shield, but instead he's wielding that of a silver broadsword, and also a musket as well. Within, Ryan is saying, damn, just looking at that guy, he's not really somebody to fuck with. Let's just make sure to bring down the main drawbridge. Then he sees Diluc, as Diluc sees Ragna. But then Diluc thinking to himself, we need to make sure that Master's forces know that we've let down the drawbridge. It also means we can bring in the main forces down. Soon, he's Diluc saying, 2 of you, make a distraction. We need to bring, and one of you stay with me. We need to bring down the drawbridge alongside Ragna, with two of the thief soldiers basically saluting to Diluc as they head off. Then they basically show themselves to many of the soldiers, with one of them saying, enemy has snuck into the castle! Enemy has snuck into the castle! Then the main boss of the battle zone sees them as saying, filthy creatures. Soon, Ryan is seeing this saying, well then, hey, you 3, do the same. Create a huge ass distraction while I'll go help out that fire douche. Then 3 of them not basically saluting to Ragna, with Ragna saying, yeah, just go. With them running as fast as they can away from Ragna to fulfill their orders, with Ragna heading to the drawbridge. As then all the soldiers began fighting against the thief summons. Soon Ragna and Diluc head to the drawbridge, as a couple of guards see them. However, they basically strike them down before they can scream out, with Ragna slicing them down with his shadows, and Diluc burning them to cinders with his flames. As Ragna still has his blood scythe as always. However, it seems a lot more different than it was before. It seems more, refined, more stronger, and a lot more deadlier as well. As for Diluc, well, he's using that of a new sword that Leon has developed for him, being a red blade of pure flames, as it has that of a single edge about it, with that of a cross guard with and a two-handed hilt. With then he called, as Leon named this blade, called the Tombstone. With then Diluc saying, "You've made it on time, Ragna. I'm quite impressed." With then Ragna saying, "Shut the hell up and bring down this gate." With soon Ragna and Diluc basically finish their duty and job. With both of them alongside the remaining thief that was with Diluc, bring down the drawbridge, with some of the soldiers fighting against Leon's summons. With soon is saying, "The drawbridge is going down! The drawbridge is going down!" With Leon seeing this, saying, "They're doing it." With soon he pulls out his Magna Seal and prepares to fight back, saying, "Let's do this!" With soon him rushing down and fighting against the enemy forces as well, hitting them as he slashes each and every one of them with one solitary blow. However, some of them do take at least a couple more slashes to finally go down, but even so, they don't. He holds nothing back, given the strength and power he's gained over this month. With then the drawbridge is going down and down and more down. With soon Ragna saying, "Okay, this shit is taking too long." With Diluc saying, "Ragna, what are you?" As he soon kicks it down with all of his speed, bringing the drawbridge all the way down, allowing Leon's summons to go through. With each of the classes rush past Ragna. Within Leon saying, "Nice work, Ragna." With Ragna saying, yeah, whatever. Let's just get this shit done. I want to get back home as soon as possible. With then Diluc saying, "Seriously, Ragna, your impatience can be quite damn annoying. But I do agree. I need to get dinner ready." With soon Leon saying, "Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's get this shit taken care of." With that, the three males head into the fortress, with the remaining forces of Leon and the enemy finally clashing in the fortress, with Leon's summons finishing off each and every one of them, with Ragna sending out multiple blasts of shadow energy, and Diluc basically slicing each and every one of his foes with his flames, burning them to a crisp. And Leon basically slicing away at his enemies as well, with then preparing one of his skills, as he's been gaining new powers, saying, "Physical flame skill, burning wave," with then releasing a fiery blast of flames at his enemies, with then him seeing more and more enemies rushing at him, then saying, "Physical shadow skill, dark invisceration," as soon he send dark slashes at his other enemies, as he's gained more and more dark and fire skills due to his affinity to the two elements, thanks to Diluc and Ragna. With then soon there were only a few enemies left, with the one standing right next to the enemy general, as he holds his sword in his right hand and his musket on his back, with one of the soldiers saying, "General, what do we do? We can't fight against these foes. They're too strong." With then what I'm saying, "We should retreat. If we retreat now, we'll be able to." Within him pulling his musket from his back and then blowing the head off one of his disobeying soldiers. With then both Leon, Diluc, and Ragnar's eyes widening, saying, "Insubordination. You're all insubordinate fools! Weak, pathetic fools!" With soon he brings his musket up to the air and fires, as then it turns into that of a squall shot, as it soon rains down on energy bullets down to everybody, ally and foe alike, with all of the remaining soldiers actually adding up, not just to Ragna, Leon, and Diluc, and even some. However, many of Leon's summons began to dissipate. With soon, as for Leon and Diluc, they were able to defend themselves due to Leon creating that of a magic barrier due to one of his gotcha rolls. With then soon the shots of rain finally died down, with then Leon saying, "Damn, he was seriously willing to bring down all of his allies with us." With soon Ragnar saying he didn't give a damn about his men one bit, with Diluc saying, "Unforgivable, but it is quite effective in battle. Still, we need to bring him down if we want to end this right here and now. Isn't that right, Master?" With Leon preparing his sacred gear, saying, "Of course, let's do this." With then the armored knight with the sword and musket points his musket at the three guildmates, with soon saying, "I will end your life here, maggots." With soon shooting tons of magical shots from his musket, with the three males soon splitting off from one another, as they began running from each shot, with Ragnar basically deflecting each shot with his blood scythe, as originally it would have been destroyed from a shot like that. However, due to Leon enchanting the blade, making it a lot more stronger, durable, and also coated into that of black flames alongside his power of darkness, he's a lot more stronger than he used to be. As for Diluc, he's dodging each and every attack by jumping around and basically flipping from magic shots, and the tombstone being strong enough to cut through the magical attacks. It does deal him damage, but he's durable enough to handle it after all. As for Leon, he's able to cut through the magic shots easily thanks to his sacred gear after all. Any type of magic he can deflect and send it right back at his enemies. Well, not really send them right back, but at least absorb the energy and seal it away. With then, soon, Leon was able to get close. However, he uses the silver broadsword to deflect Leon's attack. With then, Diluc getting the upper hand, as he soon sends one of his newly added skills that he's learned from Leon, is saying, "Blazing Dragon!" With soon he sends a giant dragon made out of fire at the armored musket knight. With then he points his musket at the dragon before getting distracted by Ragnar, with then saying, "Black Onslaught!" With soon he puts his sword in a backhand motion, with then shadows begin to engulf the knight from his legs to his arms, before Ragnar switches his blood scythe to its scythe form, as he begins to slice through each and every one with the dark blade of his scythe. With soon he absorbs the energy of the knight, with screaming, "Nightmare Rain! Destruction!" before stabbing him in the chest, and then he getting sent flying backwards. With that, soon they believe it's over. Within Leon saying, "Nope, you still got some HP left. There's still more." With then the knight coming out, within seeing them, within the helmet cracking, seeing the guy's eyes. However, as they seem like that of soul and lifeless, just a black abyss. With Soon saying, "I will not fail. I will kill you. I will end you. This is my duty, my job. I must put an end to trifling fools such as you." With then Diluc saying, "How annoying. Such impotence. He doesn't even know that he's already dead." With Soon Ryan saying, "Let's just put an end to this right here and now." With Soon Leon saying, "I couldn't agree more." As he soon switches from the magma seal and then switches to his newest weapon, as it being his newest katana being a dark saber, as it's coated in darkness. However, with a dash of holy energy flowing through the blade, as he calls it the Kusanagi, the god-slaying sword. It's where he's able to deal precise and critical damage with each and every slash. And he never misses when he deals critical damage. With that, he soon rushes at the knight. Within the knight sending multiple magic shots at Leon, with Leon dodging each and every one, before soon cutting off the knight's arm with the musket. With how he was too slow to block the attack with his broadsword. As he tries to bring down the broadsword now, as he deflects the attack, he soon low sweeps him, within stabbing the blade through his chest as he was falling. Before switching to his secondary weapon, as it being the photon pistols, as he only has one of them, as he continues unloading blast after blast after blast of magic shots into the knight's face. As soon he dies from the onslaught. With then soon begins the night fades. Within the siege finally comes to an end, saying, "You have completed your task. You have taken over the castle fortress. Rewards now achieved. You can leave battle zone as you wish." With soon Ragnar saying, "Finally, we're done." Within Diluc saying, "Stop complaining. You know you had a good time." Ragnar saying, "Shut up." But at any rate, at least it got us a good training session. So now I'm going to head back. With soon all of the soldiers that remained in the fight, being Leon's summons, all began gathering things in around the fortress, as there are tons of materials, from that of ores, plants, also from weapons, and even cash as well. With that, Leon saying, "We can go. Let's get going. Besides, the rewards from this mission was quite worth it, because now I can finally make what I've been wanting to do for a long, long time now." With then soon they exit out as they arrive back in Leon's small mansion. However, it's not so small as it was before, as there are now a couple of rooms now, way more than there was before, from 7 down to 12, and a couple other spare rooms, such as a gaming room, dojo, alongside the dojo, also a swimming pool, and even a conference hall as well, where where he can meet with his fellow guildmates. And not only that, he was even able to make 2 extra buildings too, like a spare building for guests where it's up to at least that of 10 rooms, and that of a lounge area for them to relax, and the secondary place being that of a storage building, mostly where he can basically put all of his materials and items that he doesn't need anymore. So yeah, he's now working to gain another area that he likes to call the forging area, such as a place where he can craft his items, craft weapons, craft armor, and many other things too as well. Even planning on getting a garage. With all the points that he has plenty to spare, but he likes to save up just in case. Ryan is saying, I'm gonna head out to get something to eat. With saying, I'm planning on making dinner, Ragna. You don't need to head out. Saying, come on, I know you're good at cooking, Diluc, but even sometimes a guy has gotta take a break. My food is both delicious and nutritious. You should be grateful for that. You want it, criminal bastard. With Sood, Ron is saying, you want to say that again, you flaming piece of shit? With then Leon saying, enough, you two. Seriously, you guys do this all the goddamn time. With then Ragna and Diluc saying, whatever. With then soon Leon saying, and we completed it right on time. With then Leon switching from his combat attire, which ranged from that of a black and blue trench coat, with that of a chest-plated armor being silver and gold, and also long blue jean pants, with that of combat black boots, and switching to some regular casual clothes instead. With then soon Leon saying, I'll see you guys probably around 9 o'clock. Don't wait up. With then Luke saying, oh right, you have a date tonight with Miss. Within Wrong is saying, it's that pervy girl, isn't it? Saying, yep. And once I'm done, we'll be able to recruit our newest members to the guild. With then Diluc saying, so it is about that time. With Leon saying, you got it. As soon he leaves, but then Ryan is saying, so we're finally getting some new members in this place. You know, I was starting to get used to it just being the 3 of us in this big ass place. With Diluc saying, you're not wrong, Ragna. I felt the same way, but I think it's time for us to gain new people. If it's just the 3 of us, it's just gonna drive us crazy. With then Ragna saying, like now, we were just at each other's throats a little while ago. With then Diluc saying, exactly. With then Leon basically leaves his place, as you can even see the massive place as he soon walks down from the stone steps and begins to exit out of the barrier, as the barrier has now become a lot more stronger. Hell, not even super devil ranked enemies can even get through the barrier now, such as Surzetches, without permission from any of the members of the guild. With then he heads to the main road from his place, with then saying, all right, let's do this. With soon he brings something from his storage, as it being a vehicle, but not just any vehicle, it actually being Kaneda's motorcycle from Akira. as he was able to gain it from a gacha roll. So, as during the months when he was starting Kuo Academy, he spent his time either getting stronger, making new materials such as potions, weapons, armor, and skills, or winning things in the gacha, such as materials, weapons, armor, skills, and also summoning crystals, as he now has plenty of summoning crystals from people, mostly familiar summoning crystals or random summoning crystals. But then there are ones with specific characters that Leon is able to summon from, as he plans on summoning 2 people to join the guild before he's now able to bring both Moriyama, Katase, and Eika to join his guild, the Order of Flames. With one of the so for the gacha system, there are 2 types of gachas. The first time being the regular gacha tokens, where he's able to summon items such as, well, common, uncommon, rare, and super rare. However, the premium gacha tokens range from that of rare, super rare, legendary, mythic, or in world level. The world level items are basically items that can change the fabric of the world that Leon is in. That can, such as, well, making certain characters no longer exist, changing characters' genders, making certain summoning characters that he can alter people's memories for them to remember, to automatically be part of the world from the very beginning, or many other things, such as even becoming a god if he wished. But he chooses to keep this stuff to himself for the time being. Not even Ragna or Diluc know about this, and they're his 2 trusted members for him. But even so, he likes to keep the world items to himself, so nobody would be suspicious of the, well, black and red tip boy, African American boy, as he continues riding down the streets. Soon he arrives at a certain shopping mall district, seeing a certain brunette-haired girl wearing glasses with her 2 braids. However, she's now wearing that of a fancy cute dress. At first it seems pretty common, but from far away it's quite lovely. As for Leon, he sees it on Eika. He couldn't help but think that she's quite beautiful. Soon, Leon gets off the bike, puts it back into storage, and then walks to Eika. Soon she sees Leon, saying, "So you came?" Saying, "Hey, right on cue. Sorry if I made you wait though." Saying, "Nah, you didn't make me wait. I honestly thought that you were gonna stand me up." Saying, "Hey, I can never do that to you, Eika. I promised I would have a date with you, and I was planning on keeping that promise no matter what." Soon, Eika couldn't help but smile with her eyes closed, saying, "Thanks, Leon. I really appreciate that a lot." Leon soon checking out her stats and her affection, saying, "Eika Kriayu." Title, perverted queen of Kuo Academy. Affection, 87 out of 100. Respect, obedience, 22 out of 100. Saying, "I can't believe it. I'm close to reaching 100 with this girl. I was I was gonna wait until I was, well, at least 90 to recruit her. But after this date, hopefully I'll have enough to actually tell her that I want her to join my guild. I don't really need to be at 100 so for her to actually trust me. Hell, she trusts me from the very beginning when I came to Kuo and started seeing her more as her, even accepting her perversions. Hell, the girl literally was turned on as hell when I told her that I was actually okay with her being quite a bit of a pervert and certain other things that she did as well. But I'm not going to go into details about that. With then the two actually hanging around the night area of the mall as they went to go see a movie where it was just like a cheesy, well, rom-com movie with them not really as they pay attention at it, but not really paying attention to it as well, if you catch my drift, to be honest. With Aka and Leon mostly making out during the movie, and Aka doing something else as well. With then the two also going to having that of a dinner at one of Kuo's 5-star restaurants, with Aka completely caught off guard going to a restaurant like this, as she's never actually been to one. With soon Leon basically saying that he made reservations weeks ago and wanted to bring at least somebody. He's glad that it being Aka, and hoping that she enjoys her time here. With that, the two actually heading to that of the center area of the, well, restaurant, where everybody can see them but not really paying attention since they're just high school kids. With then the two actually enjoying their time together, with Aka thinking that it would be, don't you think it would be quite, well, a turn on if I do something here as well? Within Leon saying, I know you're quite the horny little slut, I will say that. But how about have go the extra mile after this? You just kind of have to wait it out, would you? Within Aka completely blushing, but then she nodding, as they were able to have dinner and enjoy their company together without any of the sexual tension. But even though around Aka you could catch the sexual tension with a freaking knife around the two. With that, they soon leave the restaurant, with Aka saying that she enjoyed her time. But then, as things begin to become a little bit more steamy, but then Leon saying, well, you're gonna love tonight even more. Within Aka continually kissing Leon, as she's saying, you know, my place is pretty close nearby. You want to? Saying, hell yeah. With then Aka leading the way back to her place, as then he asks, what about your parents? But they're saying, they're mostly working, so I always have the place to myself. That's why. But don't worry, it's not going. And my neighbors, well, they complain, but don't worry about them. With her saying, now, time to get to the real fun. Within Leon saying, I will tell you this will be my first time. We're saying, same. With then Leon saying, it's really stupid that none of the guys at Kuo actually bagged you yet. It's seriously a goddamn waste. With soon she began blushing. Within Leon getting a notification saying you have gained 5 OB. You would gain 5 affection from Aka Kurayu. You have now reached that of 91 affection with Eika Kuryu, with then saying, well, damn, she really wants this, as she soon lunges for Leon as the two begin making out. Before, as they begin stripping, but soon, 1 hour of lovemaking in hours later, with then the both of them just laying in bed together, completely naked. With soon, she's saying that was amazing. Saying, tell me about it. With saying, so what does this make us? Saying, I thought for sure we were already dating, given all the shit that you've done to me. With Suge saying, well, yeah, but that doesn't mean. I'd rather not be just friends with benefits, Eika. I'd rather be more closer with you. I want to be more with you, if that's okay. With soon, Eika couldn't help but say, maybe, but honestly, I feel the same way. All the other guys at Kuo treat me like I'm like the perverted trio, or rather worse than them. But even so, I'm not ashamed of it, and you've accepted me for that. Leon, I think you're the one person in this world I want to spend my whole life with, more than anything. Within, Leon places his hand on her cheek as she placed both her hands on his hand, as she doesn't want him to let go, saying, I feel the same way, Eika. Within, saying, but I know you have feelings for Moriyama and Katase as well. Saying, so you notice, saying, it's hard not to notice, Leon. I do care about them a lot. I do like them. And honestly, they're pretty awesome girls, especially since I've been helping them with the Kendo Club from time to time and giving them pointers. But I want to know if you're okay with this. I mean, I don't have to. Saying, I don't mind if you seeing other girls. Actually, I wouldn't mind if they joined us, to be honest. They're really cool. Turns out they can actually tolerate me, given that I don't really peep on them, even though they know that I'm also quite bisexual. With then Leon saying, "Oh, I know for sure. You don't just perv out on just the guys. You perv out on the girls just as much as anyone. So yeah." But knowing that you're okay with them, well, I'm actually quite happy. Thanks, Eika. But soon, the two began to kiss passionately, with then Leon soon saying, crap, I gotta get back home. With her saying, what, you're not gonna stay the night? Trust me, I really would love to, but my caretaker has quite a bit of a stick up his ass, and he'd be worried if I didn't get back on time. With soon saying, oh, but maybe next time. I wouldn't mind spending the night here for at least once or twice or 3 times. With soon saying, dumb playboy, saying, don't really see myself as one, but I take it as a compliment. With getting back on his clothes, saying, see you at school tomorrow, Eika. Saying, see you at school tomorrow, Leo. With saying, Leo? But it's my nickname for you. With then Leon saying, I like it. I think I'm going to cherish it quite a bit. As he soon waves to her, and he leaves the apartment, saying, as he soon looks at Eika, saying, you have reached 100 affection with Eika Kuryu. You have reached that of 50 obedience from Eika Kuryu. You have now reached 100 affection with Eika Kuryu. You have gained lovers of the pervert. You can now reach higher affection. You can now reach higher affection with any female pervert that you have come contact with, no matter who they are. With then saying, all right, nice. That's quite the perk. Not like how Diluc and Ragna's perk is being more physical and made for combat. This will help me out gain more respect and affection with other perverts such as Aka. Good. Personally, I don't care about male perverts, but more female perverts would be better. As I couldn't help but smile at this personally. Before I say, all right, teleport back to compound. With then a bright light engulfs Leon, teleporting back to his place. As right before he enters the barrier. With then saying, this is gonna be quite fun. With soon, Leon enters his place, goes up to the stone tiles. But then soon puts in his key and soon enters his place saying, I'm home. With then Luke saying, welcome back, master. So, how was your date? Saying, quite a bit of awesome. Saying, oh, good, because you're still late home coming back. Don't you still need to summon our new recruits? Saying, oh, crap. Yeah, I know. I just got caught up with then Ragnar saying, was it either fucking her or you smelling like goddamn sex? Twice. With then soon Leon saying, how the hell? It's written all over your goddamn face. And I can smell it from here, dumbass. With then Leon saying, sorry. Let's just get this over with so we can get ready for tonight. I still need to recruit the girls, and so let's get our new recruits ready to go. With then Luke saying, I'll be heading to the summoning room. With then Ragnar following Luke. With then Leon following the other two as well. As Leon created that of another room called the summoning room, a room where we specifically summon those from other worlds, realizing that most of the people that I summon won't be so willing to join me so easily. So I created a specific room that's basically, magic nullification, filled with my own rooms that absorb damage if they go on a rampage. I could send them right back to make sure that I don't summon them, or if I do try to summon them again, I'll be more prepared. With this, I should be ready. With then soon, I open through my inventory and soon go to summoning crystals, as there are random summoning crystals, and then there are summoning crystals with specific names. With I then going to the name saying, Summoning Crystal, Shelley, from Akame ga Kill, member of Night Raid. With then saying, she's going to be my first member. I'm going to choose the random summoning crystals after I summon her. Hopefully I get somebody good with the random ones, but I want to summon Shelley first. I know she's bad when it comes to everything else, but when it comes to that of combat, she's perfect. I just need to make sure that I train her to become stronger so she doesn't die like she does in main canon. With that, soon, I bring up the summoning crystal from Leon's inventory. With then, Leon begins to crush the crystal. With then, he's saying to Luke, Ragnar, get ready to prepare in case that they go crazy. Saying, got it. With then, Luke saying, of course, master. With then, I tossed the shards. As then, the shards began turning into a figure. As the figure turning more and more into a effeminate girl. As they have quite wide hips, thick thighs, and quite the hourglass figure in general. However, what stands out is their violet kepio alongside their long purple hair and violet glasses, with her also their violet eyes as well. And what really stands out the most is the massive scissors in their hand. With then soon they began finally being more and more present, with soon Leon saying, Shelley, with her saying, huh? How do you know my name? And you're the one that called me here, did you not? I saw when I was fighting against that Imperial police girl in her Imperial arms, I saw a light. I felt like I was going to be crushed and die until I heard somebody call my name, telling me that I can live on if I answer the call, with then saying, so I must have summoned her during her time when she was about to die and not die to that of, well, Seryu. Good point too. If I basically recruited her during her 10-year night raid, who knows what would happen? She probably would think that I'm an Imperial spy trying to take advantage of her. But given that this is her death moment, this would be a lot more easier. Saying, well, my name is Leon Katashi. You're no longer in the Imperial capital of your world. You're currently in another world, completely different, but possibly even more dangerous than yours. With soon she tilts her head saying, can you explain? With then Leon began explaining to her that she's in the world of Highschool DxD, a world filled with supernatural beings such as devils, angels, fallen angels, and gods, even gods from other pantheons, and with then soon she's saying, so I'm in this world, and you ended up saving my soul from me dying in my world. Saying, well, more or less. And you want me to join your guild called the Order of Flames? Yep, that sums it up. So, is there any catch? Nah, you can just join, help me out get stronger, and I help you get stronger too. And if you like, in the future, I can travel to worlds. I can possibly travel to your world if you would like, so you can see your friends again. I know how much that they mean to you. Saying, thanks. I really appreciate it, Leon. To be honest, I'm no rush to head back to my world. To be honest, all I know is how to kill. I'm not really good at anything else. So, if I can help you, whose help saved me, then I'm in your debt. I look forward to our newfound life together, Leon. With then soon, it shows a notification saying, Shelley has willingly decided to join you, and she's now part of your life. You can ask her to join the guild anytime you wish. With then soon saying, perfect. With then saying, welcome aboard, Shelley. If you like, we have plenty of rooms where you can choose. Just like Luke can show you around. With soon saying, thank you. But before then, there's still somebody else I need to summon. So you think you could wait a little bit? With her saying, oh, sure. I am quite patient after all. With then soon, the purple-haired woman basically steps down from the platform with her massive Imperial armed scissors. With then soon, Rong is saying, I expected her to actually freak out a lot more. With then Duluth saying, agreed. I expected her to, go crazy. With then Leon saying, normally those two would have gone crazy on me if their affection wasn't already maxed out for me, especially their respect and obedience. So I'm lucky for that. As for Shelley, she basically came from a harrowing battle, guessing that me summoning her is basically the same equivalent as me saving her. But seeing that she's not so, gung-ho to see her friends again, means that she's not really ready to go back into battle. I should probably take my time before I basically start training her to become stronger. And seeing that she's already at least around level 20, I shouldn't be too worried. With then soon Leon saying, "All right, here comes the next person to summon," as he brings out one of the random summon crystals. As the random summoning crystals are just like as they say, they can randomly summon anything from not just people but also familiars, even monsters as well. They could still act as companions, but who knows what I'll get. So it's a gamble. And knowing Leon's luck, he'll probably get something crazy. Then soon he crushes the summoning crystal, saying, "All right, come to me, whatever." Then soon he tosses the shards onto the summoning pillar. Within, the figure begins to appear, as he was expecting a monstrous creature or a familiar, or possibly some random soldier or warrior. But as the figure began to appear, their presence begins to be shown a lot more, as it being a female figure, as they have that of a quite exotic attire, as they have that of long black stockings, with even the stockings going up to the lower parts of their torso, with then seeing that of a golden brace around her sides, what shows also is that of a black cape on her back, and also black pure hair, with soon she holding a book, which is most likely a tome, and on her right side, as then she has that of a twisted grin on her face, with then Leon's eyes being widening, saying, "Oh my God, I did not expect I would be summoning her." With then soon she saying, "Hello there, my name is Tharja," and oh my God, with soon she jumps down from the pillar and walks straight to Leon, as saying, "Wait, why is she walking straight to me?" As she soon places her hands on my face, saying, "It's so good to see you again, darling." With soon the whole room was quiet, that if you could drop a pen, it could be heard, and even crickets could be heard. But soon both Ragna and Leon scream out, "What?" With soon Ragna saying, "Hey, boss, what the hell? You said you didn't meet anyone else." Saying, "Of course I haven't met anyone else. Why would I?" With soon he remembers, if I recall, there are a lot of other gamer stories about people being able to summon others from other worlds. Basically, their whole timeline is completely and utterly whacked, and summons can be from other worlds. Basically, their future versions of the summons from the worlds that the gamers travel to. In thinking, did I go to a future world where I arrived in the timeline of Fire Emblem Awakening? And did I end up saying, "I'm so glad to see, so you were able to summon me, darling. That's so great. That means we can have fun. That means I can make sure to keep a better eye on you now than I did before, especially on your younger self." Saying, "Yep, I went to the world of Fire Emblem Awakening and ended up with Tharja. And personally, I have no regrets because honestly, I love Tharja, but this is a Tharja I have no idea about, and she only knows my future self. I don't know how strong I gotten or anything else. What the hell do I do?" Saying, "Don't worry, darling. I won't fill you in about your future self. All I will say is that I am yours and only yours, and you are mine. Simple as that. With then saying, so you're not going to, well, hex people if I tell you not to? Saying, that's only if they piss me off. I've already accepted that you'll get many girls in the future. I don't like it, but I don't want to lose you either. So better enjoy it while you can, darling. With then Leon saying, oh, thank God. Yandere girls are so hard to deal with. And especially if I get the Fire Emblem equivalent to Yandere generation, the Yandere Queen, well, what the actual hell? With soon saying, well, ladies, Shelley, Tharja, welcome to my compound. As saying, well, and I hope you guys enjoy your stay here, because tomorrow I'll be bringing in three other people as well. So, and I'll be running the rundown about my guild, the Order of Flames. With then, soon, the next day, as Leon heads to school, he soon sees quite a bit of eyes on him, as during his whole month at Kuo Academy, he's been known as, well, the foreign prince of Kuo, as they have, well, that's only one of the names that he's known by, mostly by his fan club. By other people, he's known as the helpful rich boy, or the enemy of all men of Kuo. Given that Leon is known to, well, cock block a lot of guys at school, mostly guys who are only interested in the girls' bodies of Kuo Academy after all. Other guys actually see Leon as a good guy and realize that he's just a person that's looking out for the girls' interests more than anything else, which some of them can respect, especially Kiba. However, Kiba's mostly keeping an eye on Leon, mostly because Rias asked him to. Since they're in the same year, it only makes sense. Then there's also Momo, given that her family's company is actually, well, partners with Leon's family company. She wants to know more about him, not just by orders from Sona, but because she cares. She wants to know about her future partner once she takes over her father's company, even while still being a devil after all. Then soon, the day ends as he heads to the Kendo Club, saying, Moriyama, Katase, I was wondering if you guys like to come over to my place. There's something I want to ask you guys to do for me, if possible. Within, Moriyama and Katase couldn't help but ask, wait, you want us to come to your place? With Moriyama blushing, within Katase saying, wait, but isn't it a little too fast? Saying, don't worry, it's nothing too crazy. I wouldn't do that to you girls, promise. I just want to ask you guys for a favor, because I trust you guys quite a bit. Within, Moriyama and Katase couldn't help but actually giggle and laugh about this. Within, Leon gets notification saying, you have gained 10 affection from Moriyama and 10 affection from Katase. With soon saying, well, damn, I'm already close to that of 75 with both of them now. If anything, if I continue on this path, I'll probably reach. I was hoping I could reach 100 with them by the end of the month. I was able to do that with Aka, but not them. But given how much I've been, well, supporting them in their, well, training, I'll be able, if I tell them about what I want to do with them, possibly they'll trust me even more. And then, with soon, Leon couldn't help but smirk, saying, just wait for me at the gate. I'll find some, and we can actually all walk there together. With that, soon, the day comes to an end. with soon the perverted trio was wanting to, well, perv on the Kendo Club. However, as they were running for their lives, Leon doesn't really bother with him today, as the only reason why he, well, kept an eye on the Kendo Club and basically messed with the perverted trio was mostly for Moriyama and Katase, after all. So yeah, within the two girls see the African American half Japanese boy saying, "So, ready to go, Leon-kun?" Moriyama asked, saying, "Of course, let's go, ladies." As they began walking to Leon's place, with soon a couple of Sona's peerage members alongside Konako. We're keeping an eye on still keeping an eye on Leon as the three finally head to his place. Within soon, Katase saying, "Wow, I knew you were a rich boy, but this place really takes the cake." Saying, "You haven't seen anything inside until you see inside." With then, as they soon enter, with then soon, they again seeing a certain female there, as a being, Eika, saying, "Hey there, babe." With then seeing, "Hey there, Eika. I'm glad that you arrived." With then the two kissing right in front of Moriyama and Katase. Within Katase saying, "Whoa, so it's true that you're dating you're dating Eika?" With then soon Eika saying, "Yep, it is true, but we're in a polyamory relationship, so I'm okay with sharing him. Just letting you girls know." With then Moriyama saying, "Don't you think that's a little weird? I mean, I'm glad to know that he's okay with dating other girls, but still," saying, "I could care less what people think of me. Why do you think I don't give a shit about the rumors? Come on, girls. There are two other people I want you all to meet." With then soon, all three of them begin walking as they arrive in that of a living room. With then seeing Diluc and Ragna alongside Shelley and Darja. With then soon, all girls are confused. With then saying, "Ladies, please take a seat anywhere you like." With that, where Moriyama and Katase take a seat on a couple of cushions, and then Eika takes a seat right next to, well, Shelley and Darja, which are near couches. As for Ragna and Diluc, they're standing up right next to the extra doorways. With then soon Moriyama saying, "What is this about, Leon?" Then Leon saying, "Let me tell you, girls, do any of you believe in the supernatural?" With then, as it being pointed towards the Kuo Academy girls. With then soon Moriyama and Katase say that they don't. But then even Eika saying, "Like what? Are we talking like monsters, demons, and all that?" Saying, "Close, but not too close." With then soon Leon began explaining the situation of the supernatural world. Within Moriyama saying, That's crazy. There's no way that's true." With soon Leon began showing a burst of dark magic in his left hand. With soon everybody gets surprised except Shelley and Darja. With Darja actually getting somewhat, well, excited seeing the darkness of Leon's magic. But soon he puts away the dark magic by closing the palm of his hand, saying, "Well, now you see it." With then Katase saying, "But what's going on? Why are you telling us this?" With then Leon saying, "I spent my entire childhood fighting against these monsters. I spent my life in Europe with the church who used me for my power. And then when I left them, I joined the Gogori, given that I wanted a way to get back into my normal life. So I did some jobs and favors for them. Because of that, I was able to get back my normal life and come to Kuo. But then, when I came to Kuo, I realized this entire town, this small city, is run by devils. And not just by any devils, the very devils that we go to school, but the very girls that we go to school with, Rias Gremory and Sona Shitori. But then hearing this, the girls couldn't help but be surprised that the One-samas of Kuo Academy are devils. But then soon, Mariana is saying, so why? Why are you saying all this? But then Leon began giving them an excuse that during his time at Kuo, he began having feelings for Eika, Katase, and Moriyama, that he wants to protect them from the supernatural, that he wants them to become stronger to defend themselves from such evils. But he also realized that not all devils, fallen angels, and angels are good and evil people. Some just do what they do. Some are actually good, are actually people who care about others, such as Rias and Sona. They do care about the people in this town, but they're quite prideful enough not to worry about everybody themselves, unless it's people close to them. But to me, you three are close to me, and I want you all to join my guild. I want the three of you to become strong so you can defend yourselves. So I don't want to see you girls get hurt in their crossfire, in their war. With then Moriyama saying, so all that time you've been spending with us, I've been wanting to defend you guys, let you guys get stronger in your own way. But then Eika saying, but what about me? I mean, I can understand why Katase and Moriyama, because they're part of the Kendo Club, so they can fight back. But I'm just a perverted girl that basically gets turned on seeing guys' manhood by checking how big they are. Why would I? You got potential, Eika, quite a bit of it. Just because because of your perversion, you have quite a bit of an imagination. You're amazing. Magic is all about imagination. And I want to see that imagination become full bloom. Within hearing this, Eika couldn't help but blush, saying, oh, Leo. Within saying, will you girls join my guild? And I will help you become even stronger. With then Eika saying, I'm in. With then soon Katase saying, I am a little bit hesitant and a little bit scared, but you have faith in us, right? Of course I do. Moriyama saying, I don't know. But if you believe in us, Leon, then maybe we can. And I don't want to worry you as well. With then Leon saying, wow, these girls really do care about me that deeply. Especially since I started giving them attention, so of course. With then saying, we want to join your guild. With that, Leon couldn't help but smirk, saying, well, ladies, thank you, and welcome to the Order of Flames. Darja, Shelley, I wish to welcome you ladies as well. But then Shelley saying, thanks. I mean, I was wondering when you were going to ask me to join. But then Darja saying, so this is why I had to wait? Well, whatever. At least I can actually prove I can grow stronger, just like these ladies. With soon, but then Leon saying, Moriyama, Katase, Eika, I'd like you to meet your fellow new recruits, Shelley and Darja. They'll be joining the guild the same time you girls will. With then soon, Moriyama was about to introduce herself to Shelley and Darja, with Shelley basically waving, saying that, well, it's good to have you, with then Darja saying, just letting you know, just because I'm allowing you to be around Leon doesn't mean I'm going to like it. So you best be prepared to play second fiddle to me, brat. With then hearing this, Moriyama saying, "What the hell?" With then Katase saying, "Hey, just because you're close to Leon doesn't mean anything." With then Eika saying, "Yeah, and besides, you're not the one who took his virginity last night." With then Tharja hearing this saying, "Oh, is that so? Well then, I'll just be spending more time with him and blow his mind every single night, since you bitches won't be staying here after all." With then hearing this, four girls couldn't help but argue with each other, with Shelley not trying to get in the middle of this, thinking this is going to be quite interesting. With then Ragnar saying, "All girls, he was not joking, wasn't he, Diluc?" With Diluc crossing his arms saying, "Nope, our master was not." With then Leon saying, "It's going to be quite the crazy day. It's going to be quite the crazy couple of days, isn't it?" With saying, "Tell me about it." With then soon Leon saying, "This is the first step to gaining my balance breaker. But also, I'm looking forward to these girls becoming even stronger. Stronger than even Rias and Sona's peerages combined. Just you wait. World of Highschool DxD. The Order of Flames is going to burn away all the threats that can end this world." And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to read them. Also, sorry if this video seems quite rushed or anything like that. I mean, the script, I was planning on trying to record this days ago, but certain things got in the way, so I'm now trying to get through it as fast as I can. So there's that. And also, but even so, I won't try to, rush myself as much as I used to when I start recording for chapter 5. So there's that too. Also, if you guys like this content, please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification. Keep up to date with my videos when I upload. Also, if you want to see more of my stuff, please check out my Discord, gaming channel, main channel, and Patreon. All linked in the description below. So, with all that said, this is Leon Mookie, signing out. Later, guys, and you all take care.